Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Trying to get all this set up, my windows and everything, so I can see the chat. Um, First off, I want to say what's up to Soto Nation, Team Chris. Get all this set up, my windows and everything, so I can see the chat. Gotta pause this. First off, I want to say what's up to Soto Nation, Team. What's up, Zion? Can everybody hear me? Let me know. All right, thank you. Okay, let's see. I've been sitting on this for a couple of days since the election. We all saw it take place. I've been sitting on my thoughts and what I have been thinking about it. Most of y'all know I've been a major Trump supporter since day one, and I don't regret that. I still support Trump. I'm glad he is here, and he's here to stay. There's been a lot of things that's happened in the last few days that has been, really crazy that I want to get out there and talk about. First off, the election process. 2016 election has been crazy, unlike any election that we have seen in my history of 36 years. I know, from ads to the media to just spectacles, everything. I can't believe it, but it is what it is, and we're making it. However, I've been very vocal in some past interviews on the You Dig, on our channel here, the bus stop, Tommy's page, all that, about how I support Trump. And if you didn't get out there and vote, then you have no right to bitch about the outcome. There was a meme that I saw during the election cycle. Hey, Claire. Hey, Dominique, Zion, Bill, DJ Smooth, Sherry. I'm so glad y'all joined. There was a meme that said, if you get Hillary Clinton, then you get what you deserve. That was a Republican meme. And then there was a Democratic meme that said, if you get Donald Trump, then you get what you deserve. So, in other ways, it's just like, hey, we got what we wanted. Much love to you, DJ Smooth. You're always awesome. Big support. I'm looking for my co-host, or my host, my boss, whatever. He's watching. Everything has been broke down and just been run amok. This country, for the last 20 years, if you seriously do your research, has went from a great growing economy to people living on welfare, food stamps, instead of smaller government. If you go back to Dwight Eisenhower's final farewell speech to the nation, he warned in his speech to everyone that we needed to watch out for people coming into the election cycles of fraud and wanting to do harm to our country. He spoke of this in 1958, 59. And soon after that, JFK was elected. He was the incoming elect president. He did really good when he came in. There's a lot of conspiracies around it. He joined the establishment, as we say, through his campaign, stating that he was all for this big establishment and everything. But once he got elected, he went against the establishment. And in January of 61 or 63, I'm not for sure, 63, I think, he signed an executive order stating that we couldn't make any more money than what we had in our federal treasury. Well, once he did that, the following November, he was assassinated in Dallas, Texas, as we all know this. You go back and you research the papers at the time. J. Edgar Hoover was over the CIA, which a undercover CIA operative was H.W. Bush, our president, former president. And he was in Dallas at the time JFK was assassinated. It's in the Kennedy assassination report. Since 63, if you look at our world, the assassination of JFK, then MLK, then Bobby Kennedy, Malcolm X, all our great leaders and people that were trying to do better for our country was taken down, and this establishment started rising up before us. Hey, Becky. Hey, Black. Hey, Island. Thank you all. Chaos, Simply, Black. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. During this broadcast, I do want to go over the election cycle with you guys in case anybody has any questions. I want to go over the Electoral College, how we select our presidents, vote, which is now leaning towards Trump has the popular vote, which a lot of people think he doesn't, but it is posted that he does. Did your vote count? I want to go over all that. I want to, yeah, this isn't everybody's forte, and mainly it was never mine until a few years ago. And I actually got into is my kind of passion started when John McCain and Sarah Palin was running, because I really liked Sarah Palin. I know she's crazy, but she was the typical, you know, soccer mom. She really was. And she had a lot of good things to bring to the table. And she was literally picked over by the media and just destroyed. Whereas Donald Trump came out swinging, hey, the media is not going to do this to me. Because a lot of people don't realize that we have a fourth branch of government, and that is the media. It's silent. The media sits there and they get stories to spin the way they want it. So DC insiders have the story out there, but it's told the way they want to have it, not the facts. And if you go to, God bless Julian Assange, we have heard and been able to see so much truth come out of the Hillary campaign and things that Hillary has done to literally destroy our country. And it starts back in 1972 when she was back at the Rose Law Firm. And she's been in scandal after scandal, started with Watergate, with the Nixon administration, Clinton Gate, Clinton Foundation Gate, email scandals, Benghazi. God, we can never forget what she's done to Benghazi. So many things that she's done. At one time in my life, I actually looked up to Hillary Clinton back in the 90s and thought she was going to go somewhere and be amazing. That was until I started actually doing research 3 years ago on her. And when I did, I couldn't believe the things I found. I couldn't believe the body count that I found that's been proven. However, she is above our justice system, as we have all seen with the FBI. I mean, I keep sitting here thinking to myself that, okay, James Comey opened the original investigation last year, and they're still going over all that, but he closed it in July saying that, yeah, she's guilty of, doing all kinds of things, but she didn't have intent. Well, I'm sorry. I think you have intent when you're selling of state's office. You're selling defense weapons to other countries, and you're hiring terrorists and rebels to war that we created. And Seriously, the United States created the wars in Libya and Benghazi and Syria. That's all because of Hillary and Obama. A lot of people don't understand that. And it takes time to sit down and go and read and research. You've got to really want to see what's going on. You've got to, we've been told for years that we're conspiracy theorists. You know, we sit here, we read this, oh, you're a conspiracist. You know, no. Everything that the last 20 years people has pinned against us as conspiracies, they've all been being proven correct through WikiLeaks. And I suggest everybody seriously take the time, if you want, and go read what our government's been doing behind our back. Not just Hillary Clinton, but Obama, our senators, our congressmen. I mean, it goes all the way up to the top. It's been hell. I mean, we've been literally at war in the Middle East all over oil. So the United States can steal somebody else's oil and we make money off of it. Is that right? No, I don't think that's right. The Vietnam War was totally wrong. That's how they assassinated JFK, because he would not sign off to the Vietnam War, but LBJ would. So there, we lost thousands of American soldiers to a bullshit war. Now we've got the Iraq and everything that's been going on. We're losing millions of dollars and thousands of soldiers. It's 15 minutes till 12 right now, and at my time, which will be 11/11/2016. That is Veterans Day. Right now, we have people in the streets that have been bussed in from George Soros companies, Black Lives Matter associates, and these paid protesters to tear up our cities and streets. These are not actual real protesters. These are paid imposters to go and tear up our cities, our streets, our businesses, burn them down, do whatever, cause chaos, all over an election. Every world leader has reached out to Trump and has supported him from the moment he was elected. And they're all looking forward to mending relationships with the United States and working together once again. Whereas we was at threat if Hillary Clinton was to win, we was going to be bombed by Russia. I mean, seriously, you can go and look it up. Putin was really set. He said he would not work with her and he was going to bomb the United States. We're already in a semi World War III in Yemen that people don't know what's going on right now on the seas. I mean, it's weird. Yeah, DJ. They do pay protesters. It's all in the WikiLeaks, the Trump campaign. All these protesters that we saw, they were actually paid, and it's in the Podesta files. You can go look up John Podesta. I suggest you also go and look up Project Veritas. Under that, you will see live video over the last 2 years where they were hiring people. They would interview you and tell you, look, this is what I need you to do. You're going to go to this rally and you're going to just cause chaos. Just act like a fuck up, you know? Chicago's rally for Trump was shut down because of the dysfunction and the chaos. And in the Veritas project files, it is recorded fully, and John Podesta and the others, they are boldly bragging that they shut down the Chicago rally and that they was paying these people to do this. $15 and a phone. $1,500 and a phone. Can you believe that? That's what you get paid to go disrupt. You know, just call chaos. And it's like, wow. Hey, Alex, welcome. Chaos. I don't know if I grabbed you, but welcome. It's been crazy. Tonight, I'm going to open the panel. But first, I'm going to bring in special guest with me, Mimi. And the reason, Black, leave me alone. Um, Mimi, as a lot of y'all know, she's a part of Soto Nation, but she's an American citizen, but she was at one time an immigrant. And she had to apply to get her visa and then study and learn to get her green card and then her master green card to become an American citizen. And I think her story needs to be told, and people truly need to listen to it, because true immigrants that come to this country to set up a life for themselves to become an American citizen, they have to take classes that our children born here in the United States do not even take. Okay? They have to learn things that our kids are not being taught. And it's sad, you know? So the electoral college people don't understand, but true immigrants, they do understand. They know more than we do when it comes down to it. Now, I will bring up the electoral college in a little bit. I'll read it off and try to explain it to you guys the best way I can. But I want to say it's just been totally crazy. Trump, to me, has given the best speech, as in his acceptance speech. And that's when he said it's time for all of us to come together as one people, and that's Americans together, of all races, all ethnicities, everything. It's time for us to come together and make America great again. Now, the slogan, Make America Great Again. People have used this slogan to try to say it is being a bigot or racist, or white people are coming out the box to take back over and we're going to just do all kinds of crazy things. No, that's not what it is. We're trying to rewind back time to 1959, pretty much 1960, that era where we started going off track, where we started having corruption come into the White House, when we started having assassinations done, when our great leaders of that time were killed off for no apparent reason. I mean, could you imagine today if Martin Luther King was alive, the things he could have went on in his life and did, or Malcolm X, or Kennedy himself, Bobby Kennedy, Ronald Reagan? He had two attempts on his life, but luckily was saved. Dominique, you really think Trump is going to be able to social SSI? Dominique, I'm sorry. SSI, Social Security benefits, they're not going away, y'all. Okay, Social Security is not going away. However, if we continued on the track that we was going, Social Security benefits would be going away, because our government has been paying so much out of Social Security to the people we owe money to. So what's coming out of our checks has not been going to the Social Security Department. By the year 2030, it was estimated the Social Security fund would be depleted. And that was during George Bush's second term. Now, with Obama's term of 8 years, we went from 9 trillion in debt to 22 trillion in debt, just under Obama. Okay. Out of 44 presidents, we've always kept the debt under $10 trillion. One president took it from 9 million to 22 million to 22 trillion. What does that tell you? It's crazy. You don't have to worry about your benefits, EBT, welfare, things like that. Yes, they're going to start going in and looking for it. But if you're not doing anything fraudulently, then you don't have to worry about losing your benefits. That is the thing that people are most scared about. Um, I want to say, when people say they're scared of losing their benefits, well, if you're drawing governmental benefits and you have nothing to hide, then you shouldn't be scared of losing them. You're not going to get a reduction. Our government's still going to help you, but we're going to put it more to a state matter. Each state will be able to govern their own state as the Constitution set forth to begin with. Um, a lot of people don't realize that in our Constitution, our Fourth Amendment was put there by, oh Lord, what's his name? Any other time I can think of it. Who's third president? Washington, Madison, and then I'm drawing a blank. Anybody? Anybody? What's his name? Um, Hell, I can't think of it. It was put in the Constitution that our Fourth Amendment is that if the government ever became corrupt into the force of tyranny, that we, the people, could overtake our government because they work for us. We don't work for the government, they work for us. You people need to understand that. Social Security, SSI, will not be taken away for people with documented mental illnesses and physical handicaps. That is what SSI is for. And here's the deal with SSI, you're actually drawing off either your own Social Security that you paid in or your parents. If you are a child that that's not Andrew Jefferson, that's it. That's it. Thanks, Alex. Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was. Social Security benefits, I want to address that real quick. SSI and SSA, they stand for if you are 65 and under and you draw or your child draws any type of Social Security, it's because either they have a mental illness or a handicap. And if it's a child, they're drawing it off their parents' income, what they've already paid in. Okay. It's not what everybody else has paid in. It's what you've paid in. It goes by what you have paid to the Social Security fund. All right. That's where people have a lot of things with Social Security messed up. And the reason why I know this is because my son, his father is disabled and he does get a check off of his father's disability. Okay. And his father was born that way. So he does get a check for that. And what they call it, it's an SSI check, and it's to give extra help for income. He will draw that until my son is like 25 years old and he can go to college with it. But however, it took me a long time to figure out all the Social Security stuff. And then dealing with my parents as they're getting up in age. When my father first started drawing Social Security, it was a mess. And when he turned 65, we had to learn all these different rules. And trust me, they change them every year. They do. No, 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 no. No. Hold on. My thing's wanting to restart. Shit. Um, Hold on just a moment as I'm putting this update off. Ah, okay, I think I've got it set off. Let me go back. Okay, let me see where I am. All right, if this clicks off by any chance, I will restart the program, so don't worry about that. Um, for some reason, every time I decide to actually open up a show, I've got to do updates and restarts. Hello, it gets on your nerves, but I will restart. Um, we'll be coming in. Let's see, what are y'all saying? Bill Cloud, because the government isn't one huge. I don't think city is made up of agencies. You know, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. That is so good, Bill Cloud. I describe the government as a magician. Always, that's the way I describe it. They'll sit here and tell you what they want us to know, but on the left hand side, the hand that you're not paying attention to, they're doing something totally different. That's why I'm like, hey, they don't want you to know this, they don't want you to do that. That's why I'm telling everybody, please go read WikiLeaks. You want to know what's going on with Hillary Clinton, go read the Podesta files, go read Project Veritas. Project Veritas is on YouTube. All you got to do is look it up. You can get all the information right there where you're seeing the paid protesters, what our government's been doing, what Hillary's been doing, what Podesta has been doing behind our backs, the whole 9 yards. It's all laid out there. Yes, it's of emails, but when you all put it together, it makes sense. And it's sad. It's really sad to see what our government has done to us, the people. Hey, King Herb, thank you for coming in. Um, let's see. Oh, hold on. I got to add Mimi. Let me get her in here. Okay. I just sent invite to Mimi because I'm going to get her in here. I want her to talk about what it took for her to become a citizen, you know, and show the things that she had to do and everything else. I'm still trying to make this. How do I spell what? Project Veritas? Here, let me put it in here. Pro. Okay. It's literally, you can see all the files on YouTube. They have them right there. Let me see if I can put the link actually through my phone into the chat for Project Veritas. Let's see. You would be surprised the things that you can learn from listening to others and seeing what's going on. Oh, that was me, DJ. Since I'm under Chris's account, um, I have to type under his name, but I'm using, that's why I have the camera on. So y'all get to see my big eyes and my messed up hair right now at this late time of the hour, but I don't care. I felt that this needed to be addressed. I've been asked over and over, when was I going to come talk about this? So it was like, it's time to step out and let's have a true talk. We've got to get some things together so we can stop all the BS that's going on. I mean, it's getting crazy. I watched earlier videos of um let's see, share. I watched videos earlier of the buses coming into Austin and showing what was going on. Let's see, maybe this will share in there. Doubt it. Let me see if I can send this to copy text. This is difficult going from one phone to the computer, trying to manage two accounts at the same time. It's crazy. Let down my hair though. It's got like, I can't do that. I mean, it's crazy to let it down. See? It's crazy. But that's why I had it pulled up. But no, I'm going back up. You're crazy, Black. Quit making me laugh. All right. I would like to know, Bill, what is privilege? Because technically, all these people that say that we have privilege, I've never received any privilege, and I would like to. You know, I people talk about white privilege and black privilege and Asian privilege and all this. I would like to know what type of privilege there is because I haven't really seen it, and I've had a struggle for everything I've wanted in life. So what is it? I mean, if you want something, you got to get up off your ass and do it, right? Because nobody else is going to do it for you. If you want to make, a business for yourself, Who's going to get up and do it? You are, right? I mean, I sit here, I work, I do my bail bonds, and then I also have a business license to where I can sell car stereo, audio, TVs, anything you want for a vehicle, I can do it because I do car competitions. I go to Crank It Ups, things like that. And then also Seth's father is a jeweler. So any type of jewelry you want, handmade or just regular out of the store, you can get it. I can get it to you. It's no problem. But it's businesses that we've built. So it's just the what you put in is what you get out of life. And that's why I sit back and I'm like, who's the ones to say what is what? Oh, hold on. My son is calling. Hello, son. That feels stupid. Hello? I'm actually live, and people are looking at me crazy because I'm talking to you. What do you want, Seth? No, I don't have it set up yet. Why? For what? Okay, I'll do it in a bit. All right. All right, babe. I'll do it in a bit. All right. Sorry. My son decides to call me from the back of the house. Talk about lazy. It's just like, really? You just really did that? Um, about SSI and EBT. Let's see what kind of questions we have. Does anybody want to come on and talk with me? Let me see if I can find this link to give y'all to come in and talk. See if this will bring you on. Or does that take you to the show? I think that takes you to the show. My man. He normally does all this and I just do the talking. So without him here, it's like, where's my partner? I'm missing him. Oh no. Okay, I've got to stop this. Um, shit. This is gonna piss me off. Okay, look, I'm about to shut down this broadcast to reopen another one because it's got to include updates. Wouldn't you fucking know it? Every time I try to do something. Ooh, that looks bad. Um, but I will be bringing it back up. At 12:19, this broadcast will actually stop, so I can restart in about like 10 minutes after that. And I can't put the update off. For some reason, it will not let me. And yes, I'm a rookie. I'm used to Chris doing all this for me. So, haha. It's like me just, I'm always talking. Hey, Bree, what time? Oh, it's 12:05 here. I'm down south. And hello, One Hunt Tech. Thank you for coming. No, I'm not going to add you right now, Alex, because like I said, uh, my actual computer is going to shut down for a moment. So I'm going to have to reopen this entire broadcast. And I hope you rejoin me. A lot of stuff I want to get covered. And that way I can also get the links out there. and all that good stuff. Because for some reason, the links that I have or that it's showing me is not letting y'all come on. So I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. Her link and it didn't work. Here, see if that one worked. Dominique, you are very welcome. I'm glad you have joined Chris's channel, Real Talk. We talk about all kinds of things. I'm glad you're here. Alex, I see you. Hey, that link worked.
Hi. I'm all like just on with no makeup and shit.
Yeah, I
Figure
see
whatever, I'll
that.
be on cam today. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in the South. So, yeah, wherever y'all are, I'm behind y'all or something because it's 12:07 here. And which really makes me mad because I thought I had all the updates done when I started this broadcast. But it just came up saying that it's going to do another update at 12:19. So I just want to let y'all know it's going to be doing, and it'll only take about 15 minutes to do the update, and then I'll come right back on. I won't even do a countdown. I'll just go live again and everything. That way I can get the links out and get, especially Mimi. I'm waiting on her to get back to me because, like I said, she's went through a lot of stuff, and I want to go over the electoral college with you guys to make sure everybody understands that. I want to catch up with the popular vote, why it does matter, but it really doesn't matter because the electoral college is supposed to be a fair system for our government and the election process. I want to show why it's actually harder for a Republican to get elected than it is a Democrat.
You said why it's
Um,
easier or harder?
it's harder.
Harder for
It's harder
okay.
for a Republican to get elected. I mean, it truly is.
Yeah, I agree. Because most people believe that
Um,
Republicans want the rich to stay rich and the poor to stay poor, and Democrats want
yeah,
everyone to have money. But the older you get, the
was
more you see. No.
that's what my parents always told me because my parents were lifelong Democrats also, and it was the rich want to stay rich and they want to keep the poor poor, but
Right.
that Democratic Party is no longer what it was, and technically, if you go look up the Democratic Party process, it was actually created to keep the middle class and the poor people down, keep them in their own place, more or less. You know, your own bracket, your own place, and the other people get richer. This new age Republican Party that we're coming about with the Donald Trump era, it's going to be conservative, but it's not this alt right conservative crap. Okay, an alt right, that's like the far right. They are extremely conservative, want to take things away, raise taxes, do all this stuff. It's crazy. I'm also going to share with y'all the bulletin that Trump has put up, what he's going to do, the tax brackets that are going to be lowered instead of having higher taxes. Um, if you make under a certain amount of money, you will have a set tax fee because within his first 4 years, he wants to abolish the IRS completely. We don't need it. There's no reason for it. We didn't have it. The IRS was enacted back in 19, I think it was 12 or 1914, and it was all so they could put what's the word, prohibition on alcohol and cocaine and marijuana and all these things. They could, boycott all of them. So it's like crazy.
I do think it's funny on the Republican Democrat topic. I have a cousin. She's like 3 years older than me, so I'm 27. She's like 30, and I remember when I was campaigning for Obama back when I was like 18. Um, her being a Democrat, she would always say like, I was like, I don't know if I want to be a Republican or a Democrat. Like, how do I feel about that? And she was expressing to me that I should be a Democrat because they want everyone to have money. And she was saying that it's ridiculous that my mom's a Republican. She's like, your mom is so Republican and most of our family are Republicans, and that makes no sense because they're all broke. how can you not have money and be a Republican? And I always used to think, yeah, maybe my mom is stupid. Why is she a Republican when they're only for rich people? But once I actually talked to my mom about it, I realized no, like my mom's always done
Well,
good when Republicans are in office because she makes more money at work and things are better for working people. Democrats, they kind of want you to not be working, get whatever government help, and just never be able to really have money and be better than them. They want you to stay down like their children, like you're down here and they're
well,
giving you
that's
food
what the
stamps and everything
Democratic
so that
Party has actually turned into. The
yeah,
Democratic Party wants the black communities to stay down, the white communities to stay down. They don't want them to rise above. Whereas the new Republican community that has came about actually wants everybody to get a little bit of everything and not the
right.
extreme. Like Trump has literally said here, he's turning over his paycheck into the debt. And this is in writing. He doesn't need the paycheck to be a president. And if you technically look at it, I hate to put it this way, but Trump is actually downsizing and everything to move into the White House because this man lives a life of luxury better than the president.
I didn't
And
think about that. Yeah, his house is probably bigger than the White House, and he's probably got better, chefs
his
and
house is made out of gold, girl.
yeah,
I mean, he's literally, and this is the first time in history that we don't have to pay for the first lady's designer wardrobe. Melania has her own. Believe me, there's
right.
nothing that they're gonna have that we have to pay for, and that's things that y'all need, people need to look at and be like, wow, we're not having to pay for this, we're not having to pay for that. So it's like, wow,
But yeah,
you know.
I just feel like Republicans want, for the most part. I mean, every Republican is different. They're not all the same. Not all. But no, I
No, they're
feel like
not.
Republicans, they pretty much want everyone to be your own person, your own grown adult person, and work for yourself and make your own money. And if you really are disabled or you really are handicapped in some way and you can't do for yourself, then
Then
they
we'll
feel like,
help
yeah,
you.
you should be helped. Or if you are working and you still don't have enough money, you should get food stamps and stuff like that to help you out.
Mhm.
But
And you
basically, they
will.
want everyone to do
Them
for themselves.
that's
Democrats,
everybody is
however,
in crisis mode thinking it's going to go away, but it's not going to
right.
go away. We still are a helping country. We're still going to help. It's just
I
we're
feel
going to
like
wing out the ones that are literally getting the stuff for free, that
when you can
are
do better.
not legal citizens, that are having these women that are having 10 and 12 kids just for the sake of living off the government or trying to get uh child support from every Tom, Dick, and Harry that a bitch has tried to have kids with. That's not the way to make it in life. Nobody said because you have a cookie that you need to spit out 10 kids by 10 different men to make it in life. That is bullshit. That's the texture we need to get away from. To live in this community, you've got to work. If you want to do something for yourself, you've got to work. Um, I want to get this in before this broadcast actually shuts down. Um, as you were saying with the food stamps, all that good stuff, that stuff's not going away. Um, Trump wants people to come together. His campaign, somebody posted this just a moment ago. If you look at what Hillary's campaign spent versus Trump, okay, yeah, Mimi will be here on the second phase since this one's about to drop down in 4 minutes. I'm gonna get her on the next one. But yeah, I don't know how to say your name yet, but Mimi will be here. She's my special guest. Um, Trump actually spent less than 100 million to run for president. Had a total uh, staff of 65 people, whereas Hillary Clinton spent almost 2 billion that was given to her in super PACs, not her own money. Trump spent this out of his pocket, not through super
That's what I was
PACs.
gonna say. Who funded
He
Trump?
doesn't owe favors.
His damn self.
Um, Hillary spent almost 2 billion, yes, with a B, with super PACs and aid money for her campaign and employed over 700 people, which they were just people that didn't even need a job for no reason. Now you tell me why you can spend less than 100 million and win the presidency. versus 2 billion and not. It's something to think about. It's all in the numbers. You got to face the walk, follow the money. Um, NRA did contribute. They did open a super PAC fund. And to point this out, NRA was the first, this is the first time in history the NRA has ever backed a presidential nominee. Ever. But they started their own fund.
That's my sister.
Okay, that's cool, Chas. This is about to drop down because I got to restart for some reason. So I'll get y'all in a minute on the next one because I got to reboot it and then come back up. But I want to let everybody know it's 2 minutes till it will jump down. So I'm going to close this one out, set it up for part 2, and be back in about 15 minutes. So I hope y'all will come back so we continue this as this rookie here trying to learn all these links can get all this stuff out there to you guys. Uh-oh. Yep, preaching. Let's see. Trying to have.
I need to start getting on my laptop. I'm on my phone, so I can't even see the chat.
You know, I don't mess with my laptop so much. That's why I'm like, wow. I am also an NRA. I believe in my Second Amendment rights. I am an NRA card carrying member. I'm also a concealed card carrying member. I can carry concealed on me at all times. I believe in it, and I think everybody should. But maybe that's because I'm from the South and we're used to guns being in our hands and shooting and killing animals of all kinds of things. I mean, that's just a part of being down here. But I believe in it 100%.
What did W say? And he's from Texas. We got guns, bitch.
Yep.
That's what he said.
That is true.
Which I did not support W at all, but we got guns, bitch.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, I'm about to close this broadcast because my computer's about to restart, and then I'm going to reopen it up, and I'll send the link out real quick. So be right back, guys. Thank you.